Jonathan Pomeroy, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a great portrait using off-camera flash. Now, I feel like I can easily tell you how to do this because, as you may remember, I am a photographer by trade. I've been doing professional photography for nearly 15 years for the military. I've photographed professional concerts from OneRepublic to Jessica Simpson, you name it. I've been around. I've had photos published on CNN.com. I've worked with National Geographic here and there. I've done a lot in my career field. I've learned from the best, and now I kind of want to teach you one of the many tricks of the trade that I've learned along the way. Okay, so what do we need to do this? Remember, I said I want to make a great portrait, okay, using off-camera flash. Well, first thing you need is a camera and a flash, okay? But remember I said off-camera flash, so that's why I have this bad boy right here. I have two flashes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one into a master unit, okay? This one into a remote unit. Now, my master is going to do nothing to my frame. It's not going to add any light. It's not going to add any type of element to my subject, other than all it's going to do is tell this one, hey, it's time to put out some light for me, okay? So essentially this is going to be a trigger unit to tell this one to do something. Now, in order to do that, you need to have these things seeing each other. See, these red things here are sensors, and as long as they can talk with each other and see each other, then this type of portrait, this type of lighting will work every time, no problems. Okay, so to demonstrate that, I already have this one set up on remote, I have this one set up on master, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we got this, turn it on, make sure this one's on, good. Boom, see that? I hit the button here, this one went off. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to tell you to have your first flash talk to your second flash, and your second flash is where all of your information is going to be coming from. Now, if you don't have an easy setup like this, like I do, where I can just easily click to it, what you want to do is you want to still get into your menu in your flashes, and you want to set it up where you have a master and a remote, and that they're on the same channel. You should see a channel button, so maybe they're both on channel 1. As long as they're on the same frequency, kind of like a walkie-talkie, you should be fine. Okay, so the next thing we need is a subject. Now, I thought it would be fun to create a musical artist portrait outdoors on location and still use our flashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of volunteers to help me with this, but I'm going to walk you through the process, okay? So let's go.
Okay, so now we're on location, and I apologize for the shade, but it's needed for this photo. So what happens now is I've got my helper with the extra flash, I've got my musician here with his guitar, and what we're going to do is we're going to make an awesome portrait kind of playing on this guy's persona and trying to get a feel for who he is as a guitarist. Okay, so remember, one of the first things I told you to do was to set up your flash on your camera to be a master unit. So I'm going to double check that now. Okay, good, it's on master, and I know that that one over there is my remote trigger. So in order to make that one talk, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top of this and I'm going to turn it sideways, so that way when I compose my frame, I'm going to be shooting my light toward the remote light, and then the remote light's going to turn on and flash toward my subject, and it's going to give me a really dramatic lighting. It's going to look really great. One of the things you need to remember when doing this is also remember the rule of thirds, okay? So what that means is you want something in each third of your picture frame that contributes to the photo. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to set up my subject there on the very edge, on the very last third of my frame, and then have kind of the rustic wall fill in the rest with that dramatic lighting kind of as my filler. So let's get started. Okay, so now I come in, I've got my guy, he's looking at me, everything's great. I I go in, I know my flash is on, and then I'm going to take my picture. Okay, good. I'm going to take a couple just in case. And notice how that flash over there is going off. And again, this one is going that way. So I had the whole cross light going. This one doesn't do anything for my subject. All it does is, again, tell my remote that it wants to talk to the subject and light him up. Okay? So now that we've done that, let's go back and see what we've got. Okay, so now that we've done our little field trip and we took our photo, and I know that was really quick, but I just wanted to kind of give you a very quick and easy setup and show you exactly how the flashes would talk to each other. So now that we've done that and we've got our images and we've downloaded them to the computer, I'm going to show you what dramatic lighting and off-camera flash can really do with a setup like the one that I just showed you. Now remember, if you want to do this on your own, all you need to do is have two flashes talk to each other. If you don't have the remote capability, just make sure they're on the same channel and have one flash hit the other flash's sensor, and you'll be just fine. Remember my rule of thirds, something of importance in each frame, otherwise it doesn't need to be there. Okay? And then after that, it's all on you to create an awesome scene. So here's what I came up with. Okay, so notice the dramatic lighting there that I was able to create by showing you the technique that I use with the off-camera flash and then the main flash triggering it. So you can do that too. It's really easy, and I wish you all the success in the world in your